So, okay, we're going to move on to item 2. We have local roadway safety plan stakeholders group, and I will let Engineer Kim and Jim last name.
Thank you, commissioners. We just started the process on our local roadway safety plan, and we're here to ask for specific assistance from the Traffic and Mobility Commission in terms of serving as part of the stakeholder group. And Senior Engineer Miriam Jim will be giving the presentation, so I'll turn it over to Ms. Jim.
Thank you, John. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I will share my screen. Can you see my screen in presentation mode?
Yes, we can see it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all. Hi, Chair, Vice Chair, Commissioners, and everyone. My name is Miriam Jim, Senior Engineer. I'll be presenting to you item number 2, Local Roadway Safety Plan, Stakeholders Group. The recommended action today is to ask the commissioners to select up to 2 members from the Traffic and Mobility Commission to serve as part of the Local Roadway Safety Plan Stakeholder Group. I want to start out with some background. On January 9, 2020, the city was notified by Caltrans that the city has been selected for a grant in an amount of $72,000 with a 10% local match requirement to prepare a local roadway safety plan. After receiving the grant, City issued an RFP for the development of the plans on October 26, 2020. We received very good responses. We received 7 proposals. After staff evaluated the proposal, staff selected Chen Ryan Associates for the development of the plan. And the city executed a professional services agreement on February 2021 with Chen Ryan Associates. What is the local roadway safety plan? Caltrans is kind of pushing for local roadway safety plans for the agency to develop because it provides a framework to systematically identify, analyze, and prioritize roadway safety improvements. The goal is to reduce fatalities and serious injuries on local roadways. I want to highlight that this is a data-driven, proactive approach to address unique roadway safety needs in the city. And these slides kind of give you a roadmap of the plan and the process that will involve. And we're now at pretty much this first step, identifying stakeholders. That's why we're here today. We ask you to be involved, as well as we'll reach out to other stakeholders group for their involvement as well. Next step will be we're looking into the safety data, analyzing the safety data to identify any safety issues, trends, systematically looking at the safety data. The safety data will help staff to identify potential safety issues and trends in the city, and will help us to identify potential safety measures to tackle those issues. And we'll prioritize safety improvement projects and implementation plans. And at the end of the day, we want to get people home safely. And here is the preliminary stakeholders list for our Carlsbad local roadway safety plan. I just want to highlight that Caltrans really emphasized the involvement of the 4 E's of safety as part of the stakeholders group. That is the engineering, education, enforcement, and emergency responses. And the list that we have, the preliminary list that we have so far is we involve the traffic division, that's pretty much engineering, streets divisions, they maintain the roadway and the roadway system. We have the police department, fire department, Traffic and Mobility Commission, and our school district, as well as the transit agency. And we also want to involve people that are from Walk and Bike Carlsbad, or groups related to pedestrians and bicyclists, and as well as Caltrans. So this list, we can start out with a core group, and then as we analyze data, we can add stakeholders to the group. Let's say, NCTD, we identify safety, there's like safety issue related to like transit route, then we'll involve more of NCTD, as well as like Caltrans. If there are issues in particular in the interchanges area, then we probably increase the Caltrans involvement a little bit more. So we're still, getting finalized with the stakeholders group at this point. And stakeholders meetings will be held at 4 major stages of the plan, as you've seen in the roadmap. First of all, is defining the vision and goal of the plan, and then reviewing of the safety data analysis, and it will help identifying key roadway safety issues and safety measures. And lastly is prioritizing roadway safety improvement projects. As far as the schedule of the plan, we anticipate the first stakeholder meeting to be held in April or May 2021, after all the stakeholders has been identified for the plan. And we anticipate the plan will be completed in spring 2022, about a year from now. And at that point, we'll bring back the plan to Traffic and Mobility Commission and then to City Council for approval. Again, the recommended action today is we ask you to select up to 2 members from the commission to serve as part of the local roadway safety plan stakeholder group. And that concludes my presentation, and I'm here to available to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you. Let me stop sharing.
Thank you. So, do we have any questions from the commissioners? I see one. And my internet is unstable, so if you hear me on and off, that's the reason. So we're going to start with Commissioner Linke.
Thank you. And thanks to staff for applying for the grant, and congratulations on getting the grant. It's been something that I've wanted to be on our work plan since I got on the commission. Just had one quick suggestion or comment in this list of stakeholders. I think there's 15 elementary schools in the city of Carlsbad, but 6 of them are actually not in Carlsbad Unified. 4 of them are in Encinitas Union. That's a pretty good chunk of them, and 2 of them are in San Marcos. And then we have one high school, Acosta Canyon, that's in San Benito Union, and I know all 7 of those schools have traffic issues around them. So I'm just thinking, because Encinitas Union has 4 schools within Carlsbad in the southeast part, that it might be appropriate to have them as one of the stakeholders at some point in the process, at least. And because of schools, this ties in with safe routes to schools. So this is a comment I made with the sustainable mobility plan as well, that we have 7 schools that are completely within the city of Carlsbad that are not in Carlsbad Unified. So let's try not to just focus only on Carlsbad district. Obviously they should be a stakeholder, but anyway, that's my one comment. And I know Commissioner Pensiers was interested in serving on the as a stakeholder for the commission, and I'm willing to do it too, but I'm on so many ad hoc committees that anybody else is interested, I would support that too. That's it.
So let's start with that. Raise your hand who's got extra time and wants to be. Commissioner Fowler, do you have a question, or you want to be considered for the?
I want to know, yeah, it's kind of a connected question. When does my term end? I believe, if I recall correctly, this is my 4th year, I think. But I may not have started at the first, I may have replaced someone, in other words. So, and this will go at least a year. So that's a question. And the answer will inform whether I'm interested or not.
Okay. So I think Nathan is looking up everyone's term.
Yeah, I'll pull up the file. I'll get back to you in a moment once I track that down, but feel free to go ahead.
Okay. So now we're going to look at the terms, but without the terms, raise your hand if you have extra time and would like to be on this committee. It's called group. This group, I see one. Commissioner Hunter, you haven't been really volunteering at any of this ad hoc, and you have so much value to bring to our street safety from your police involvement.
But it's
that I think you should be on it.
but to Commissioner Fowler's point, I'm on my 8th year on the commission, and I am done in a couple months. So
You are too.
and I can't. Yeah, my eighth year. So I
And
can't.
you're like totally done.
I'm totally gone. I can't be reappointed under the new rules. So you
Oh,
only
we're
got me for a few more
gonna
months.
miss you. I know we're gonna miss you. Okay, so you're like totally not even an option.
Hey, I'm already drinking,
unfortunately.
so it's Gatorade, but so.
Yeah.
Let the record reflect that's water, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Gatorade. Okay.
Gatorade, so
Uh,
just for the record here.
I see you. I
Gatorade.
see you, Commissioner Linky, but I'm hoping for Nathan to come faster. Do you have
And
any?
Chair Grogan, this is not, it's not restricted to just 2 commissioners, right? Anyone can jump in, or are we just going to hold it to 2 commissioners?
No, it is 2 because I think
Oh,
they
it's 2,
have
okay.
to have so many from each section or department or agency that it will be too many if it's more than 2. Nathan, I'm muted, so I'm having hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sorry about that. Sorry for the delay. So Commissioner Fowler's term does expire July of 2021. So yeah,
Okay.
it's like Commissioner Fowler and Commissioner Hunter's terms both expire this year.
Okay.
Nathan,
And
if I'm not
then-
mistaken, Commissioner Fowler is in his end of his 4th year, right?
Yes, that's right.
He still can be
So he can be
reappointed.
reappointed though.
He could, yeah,
Yeah.
he could definitely be reappointed.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have, okay, so we know for sure Commissioner Pensier. So we got him. And then we have Commissioner Linky. What about Vice Chair Perez? Are you interested? I know you'd be easy too.
Yeah, I can do that. It's nice to be in part of these groups, and I'm done with the housing element. Yes, so I have time.
Okay. And then we have, so what about, since I know Commissioner Pensier and Commissioner Linky are the most interested in, and we can have us, like the rest of us, as backup, would that work? Does someone wants to make a motion to, yes, Commissioner Linky.
Well, if Commissioner Fowler is interested in getting reappointed, I would say we should appoint him and Commissioner Pensier's. I don't know.
Okay, that would work.
Maybe Commissioner Perez or I could be an alternate if Commissioner Fowler either doesn't get appointed or doesn't seek reappointment. We could jump in later. I don't know what Commissioner Fowler thinks about that.
So are we fully staffed up here? Meaning the commission is complete at this point with Commissioner Wanamaker as the.
Yes, yeah, there's no vacancies on the
There's
commission.
no vacancies. All right. Yeah, I have no
Be
idea.
reappointed?
I'm sorry?
Would you like, when the time comes, that's the big question, in July, are you planning on applying for reappointment?
Well, I don't
And
know.
it's okay if you're not.
Thank you. So I think one of the issues is that I was not unanimously approved the first time. So, I don't know. And I would have thought that it might have turned out differently. So I'm not sure whether I would be approved. I think that's an unknown. So I think I am interested and I do have time. But if I don't get appointed, then it would probably be, you would have to have some backup, so I guess,
Right.
it's sort of up to you. I mean, it's sort of like,
Right, but just to clarify, you are going to reapply for reappointment.
Well, I'm mulling that over, but this is interesting to me, of course, but if you look, you know.
So let me make a motion that we appoint Mr. Fowler and Mr. Pensiers for this with Vice Chair Perez and Commissioner Linke in that order as backup.
Second.
Okay, that sounds good.
So we made the motion to appoint Commissioner Pensier and Commissioner Fowler to the local roadway safety plan stakeholder group. And we'll have Commissioner Vice Chair Perez and Commissioner Linke as a backup. Can we go for a vote? So Commissioner Hunter made the motion, Commissioner Pensier, Commissioner Linke seconded.
Commissioner Wanamaker,
Aye.
Commissioner Linke,
Aye.
Commissioner Fowler,
Aye.
Commissioner Pensiers,
Yes.
Commissioner Hunter.
Aye.
Vice Chair Perez,
Yay.
Chair Goken.
Yes. Please note that it passed unanimously.